continue. Brown will take the throw. It was Moxham who was momentarily down for Carlisle, but quickly back on his feet. Here's Janet now. Brown tries to get the Dons going down the left-hand side with a quick bit of control and passing, but it's going to ultimately come to nothing. There'll be another throw to the Dons on the far side, but now indeed here comes Omari Patrick for Carlisle. Man who got the assist for their winner back in September with that cross that's looped up off one of his colleagues and perfectly into the path of Christian Dennis. And indeed, the two of them won't be working that oracle again, because in fact it's Christian Dennis who's going to be making way for Omari Patrick.
Yeah, tremendous turnout here this afternoon by the Carlisle fans who made the long trip down here and packed the Cherry Red Records end. And good to see them here, but we're still kind of hoping that they go home empty-handed.
Well, that goes without saying, doesn't it, Robin? Our completely unbiased style here on Radio WDN, which has become our trademark over the last 20 or so years. As the Dons eventually take the throw, but it's cleared by Carlisle up towards halfway. Moxham will help it forward. Gunter gets there ahead of the freshly introduced Patrick. It'll break now though for Guy inside the Carlisle half. Now Senior. Guy once again tried to move forward, but Armani Little immediately on his case and gets in a good solid interception, and out of play it goes. Another throw in then to Carlisle on the far side. Taken by Feeney, thrown down the line by him, deflects out of play once more. Another throw in then to Carlisle. Senior to take it into Patrick. Senior once again angling his run in field. Still Senior spots Armour away towards his near side, and it's a good clip ball, which he then nods down into Mellish. Back to Armour once again. Now here's Gibson. Now Moxon will try and pick out to Armour once again, but it skids off the top of his head. He's able to retrieve it. Oh, and then was preparing to deliver a cross in, and then Gunter immediately stepped in with a good interception. So behind it goes. Carlisle gradually building up another head of attacking steam. Another corner. 76 minutes gone. And again, it's Owen Moxon who'll be teeing this one up for Carlisle from their left-hand side. Well, in the end, Carlisle bringing something like 6 times as many fans as the Dons took to Carlisle in September, of course, not helped by a train strike on that particular weekend. Meantime, here's Moxon with this corner right in front of those travelling Carlisle supporters, and it comes now. Visited in towards the near post, and in the end, well played the Dons. Callum Bailly, I think, watched the ball and got it clear. Back with Moxham again on the near side, delivered back in towards the far edge of the 6-yard box. Here's Huntington inside the area. Oh, and he tried his luck with a bit of control, and then a first-time shot, which I think has taken a deflection on the way through. Over the crossbar it goes, but it is via a deflection. It's another corner to Carlisle. So for the first time really throughout the afternoon, it's a real concerted, maybe backs to the wall defensive action from the Dons, with those away fans in full cry behind the goal. And what a delivery that was from Moxon once again, and Dons not completely in control of that penalty area. And it comes again from Moxon, this time towards the near post once again. Brilliantly played by Woodyard, who gets it clear only as far as Gibson. Moxon once again moves towards the edge of the box, twists and turns. Here's Patrick on the outside. Left-footed cross comes in. Dons don't get it completely clear. Oh, it's a brilliant save by Nick Zanev, because Callum Guy has absolutely caught that flush. And it sent Zanev into a brilliant save away to his right. Ball broke towards the edge of the penalty area. Players queuing up for Carlisle. I think it was Callum Guy who got the shot away. And Nick Zanev once more to the rescue for the Dons, just when they needed it, just with Carlisle starting to really develop a wet sail as this final 12 minutes is upon us. And it comes once again, the corner from Moxon. This time it's only fisted partially clear by Zanev. Senior tries to help it back forward. Feeney was inside the 6-yard box, but in the end it's going to trickle behind for a goal kick to the Dons. But goodness me, how the Dons needed Nick Zanev to be fully aware of what was going on there. Carlisle players really dominating the 6-yard box there, and in the end it was a well-driven shot that came in, brilliantly repelled away to his right by Nick Zanev. Just when the Dons needed a moment of inspiration from the keeper, that's exactly what they got.
Yeah, been coming under siege a little bit in the last few moments there. Nick Zanev staying alert yet again. A great one-handed tip away in the first half, and another important save here in the second half. And you can usually be assured that Nick Zanev at least once, perhaps twice now in this game, this particular game, pulls off vital saves to keep the Dons in this particular contest as Wimbledon tried to mount an attack of their own.
Here's Gunter now with the ball floated into the Carlisle penalty area. It's back intercepted and cleared in the shape of Huntington. Now here's Moxon once again. Tries to get Patrick on his way down the centre of the field. Tries a little back flick to try and bamboozle Kalambai. And now Moxon tries his luck with a shot from a good 30 yards out. But in the end, sends it high and wide, and behind it goes for a goal kick to the Dons. Ten minutes remaining then of the regulation time. Forward goes the kick from Zanev. Davison tries to flick it on towards Jane, and here he is, but he couldn't quite maintain possession for the Dons. Now here goes Moxon once again. Ball clipped high and forward towards Patrick. Pearce is there though with the interception. Gibson though will pick it up now for Carlisle. Moves away from Little, still with Gibson. It's got Senior on the overlap. Low ball in towards Patrick. Well played Pearce with the interception. Cleared as far as Guy, but Al-Hamadi can take over possession now for the Dons and try and power forward down the inside left channel. Still Al-Hamadi. Oh, well played. Morgan Feeney. Just before Al-Hamadi was able to get a real head of steam there, the Carlisle captain able to intercept that one. But the Dons will have it once again towards the far side. It's with Little in the centre field. Makes his way into the left side of the box. Still Little. Cross comes in. Oh, but he's overcooked that one badly, and it's gone too high and too far beyond the likes of Chislett and Davison, who were furthest forward. And it's going to bounce out of play on this near side for a throw in to Carlisle. And again, indicative of how it's just the final deliveries at times that have really been the Dons' undoing. On the rare few occasions they've been allowed anywhere near the Carlisle penalty area, either it's been wayward delivery or a straightforward claim for Thomas Holy. And when all is said and done here this afternoon, certainly something the Dons might be left ruining to a certain extent, particularly in games where it finishes level, particularly in front of your own fans, and again maybe just a little bit more quality when it mattered, and again can sometimes turn those single points into three. But Carlisle here this afternoon certainly come here and provided really sturdy and robust opposition, and as the minutes have gone on, in fact, in this second half, the substitutions they've made have allowed them to maybe look a little bit more the goods, if you like, in terms of their attacking play. And the Dons, as things stand, you sense would be happier if it finishes 0-0. There's a chance now for Gibson in towards the centre field. Oh, and he tried to dummy his way past Little, but couldn't keep possession. And now a chance for Ali Al-Hamadi once again, powering forward in towards the right edge of the box. Here's Davison now onto the left foot. Still Davison. Carlisle have piled all the way back in numbers, so the impetus of the attack has gone, but the Dons still have possession. Little 20 yards out, trying to tee himself up for a shot. In the end finds Gunter on the near side. Their footed cross comes in from him. Appeals for a foul inside the penalty area as it was steered in towards Al-Hamadi. Nothing doing. And now John Kamani-Gordon now away towards the far side for Carlisle. Tussling with Kalambai and Brown, and he's done well. He's done enough to win the throw for Carlisle towards that far side. 7 minutes then remaining of the regulation time, plus whatever is deemed necessary by way of stoppages. Wimbledon 0, Carlisle 0. Real war of attrition between the sides out there this afternoon, but again, Al-Hamadi just finding a bit of space to break forward in recent moments, and Carlisle also forcing a good save from Nick Zanev. So is there potentially a late sting in the tail from either side?
Casey McAteer on the way.
Here's Patrick now for Carlisle. Oh, and it's into the penalty area. Oh, and it was Gibson who tried to help the ball on beyond Zanev, who got there and was able to make a save.
He's not going to be given much time here, the Leicester loanee, but I'm really excited to see what he has to offer for the Dons here, and we perhaps need, just as you say, that final touch in the closing stages here. Can he help contribute to it, the midfielder?
Well closed down by Gordon, steers it all the way back to Nick Zanev, away towards Janneh on the far side, but the flag's up on the near side. Janneh managed to flick it on to Davison, but offside was the verdict from the assistant on the near side. And indeed it's going to be Ethan Chislett who's going to make way for Casey McAteer, then making his debut on loan from Leicester. So one of the products of the Dons' foray into the transfer window in the last few days. Best of luck then to Casey McAteer of the Dons. Meantime, it's a free kick. Thomas Holy takes it midway inside the Carlisle half, high and forward towards Gordon, wins it beyond Callum Bailly. Cleared then by Pearce, but then Gibson couldn't bring the ball under control on this near side, ended up touching it out of play.
He seems a really good kid, Casey McAteer. Came down on the transfer deadline day evening. It's good to have a chat with him as well, and speaks extremely well, and Leicester rate him very highly. He's played in all 3 domestic competitions for them so far, as we said. We'll wait to see if there's going to be any time added on in this game as well. We're inside the final 5 minutes, and here goes McAteer.
Indeed, he's played it nicely into Janneh, left side of the penalty area. Tries to get it onto the right foot. Oh, and the attempted shot deflected away off Senior. Another shot comes in. Mass appeals for handball. Nothing doing according to the referee. It was Moxon who was back for Carlisle, and it was Brown who had the shot. Dons fans absolutely convinced that should have been given as a penalty. And Carlisle all of a sudden living on their nerves inside their penalty area. In the end, it's cleared upfield. It's going to be a throw into the Dons on their right hand side to be taken by Chris Gunter. But just for a moment there, precision pass from McAteer. What a good opening contribution that was, right into the path of Janneh. Powered forwards, got it onto the right foot. His shot was blocked by Senior, and then Brown with an almighty effort in on goal, and mass appeals for handball against Owen Moxon. 3.5 minutes remaining then of the 90, plus whatever is deemed necessary by way of stoppages. Mellish with the throw for Carlisle, straight onto the boot of Woodyard. Now Guy will try and help it on for Carlisle. Now Gibson will be looking for Gordon inside the penalty area. Callum Bailly there once more for the Dons. Throw in now to Carlisle, a few yards forward from the Dons goal line. Sir Jack Armour who takes it, thrown into Gibson. Back to Armour, gets it on the outside, delivers the cross into the centre. Well played to Callum Bailly. Cleared as far as Huntington. Now here's Little who gets the header in. Is Janneh towards that far side. Does well to find Little, who tries to release Brown down that left-hand side for the Dons. And forward he goes now. Into the Carlisle half. Here's a chance for McAteer. Brown on the overlap on the far side. Here he is, low ball into the centre. Oh, and in the end it was pulled back behind Janneh and Davison. And in the end it's all the way back to Thomas Holy, who gets it clear, only as far as Gunter. The Dons coming again down the near side. Woodyard doing a fine high-angled pass away towards Brown. McAteer on the overlap. Still Brown. Here's Janneh, edge of the box. Still Janneh, tries luck with a shot. Again appeals for handball. This time as the ball ricochets back off Feeney. All of a sudden it's the Dons asking pertinent attacking questions in the closing stages. Here's Little once again making his way down the left-hand side. Twisting and turning one way then the other. Touch back to McAteer. Makes his way in towards centre field. Nice layoff now for Gunter. Here's Al-Hamadi now down the right-hand side. Makes his way past Armour. Still Al-Hamadi into the edge of the box. Oh, but he couldn't pick out any of his colleagues. And Gibson can intercept once again for Carlisle. Now Moxon will steer it forward towards the edge of the Dons area. Zanev takes no chances, comes out of the box to meet Gordon and gets it clear. And now Davison does well, maintains the possession for the Dons. Janneh moving forward down the left-hand side once again. Laid off for Brown once more. Another ball into the centre. Again, they can't pick out any of their colleagues. And again, Carlisle just happy to get it clear. And now it's a chance for Callum Guy to try and get Carlisle on their way once more. Lofted high and forward. Patrick tussling in the air with Gunter, but it's Callum Guy who'll get there. Now Woodyard on the near side. Attempted ball down the line. Deflects out of play off Gibson, who tries to prevent Woodyard taking the throw. Another throw then to the Dons. No doubt that things have picked up from both sides in an attacking sense in the closing stages here. But will they have done enough maybe to get themselves on the score sheet? With some 30 seconds remaining, still 0-0 between the Dons and Carlisle. Gunter takes the throw for the Dons down the line. Davison manages to help it on. But beyond Al-Hamadi, it's Feeney who gets there. Now Patrick towards this near side, comes under challenge from Gunter, but illegally so according to the referee. And throw into Carlisle as a free kick rather to Carlisle as the upshot towards this near side as the additional, it looks like it's going to be 3 minutes, 3 more minutes going to be announced by the fourth official. Indeed it is. There goes the overtime verdict tablet by Feeney. Mellish is over towards that far side, tries to pull it back for Gordon, but well played. Side now, Janneh's after it. Oh, but just looks as though he may have lost control of the ball as Senior gets back at him, but well played there by Janneh, forcing the sliding interception from Senior, and the Dons will have a throw in deep inside Carlisle territory. We've had almost a minute of the 3 additional. Here's Brown on the far side. Another cross comes into the centre. Al-Hamadi leaps highest and gets the header in by Thomas Holy. Forward goes the kick now then from Holy. Pearce underneath it. Inside the centre circle now though with Callum Guy. Here goes Gibson. Trying to move forward, but well played. Janneh got back, but in the end it's going to break for Moxon. His Armour, left side of the penalty area, tries to fizz the ball into the 6-yard box. Oh, and goodness me, Pearce was there contesting that one with John Kaimani Gordon. And in the end, Nick Zanev able to get his hands on that ball. So both sides then saving the later stages of the game for their best and most cohesive attacking periods of play. As Nick Zanev now launches this one high and forward. We've had 2 of the 3 minutes. Davison tussling for the ball with Mellish. Callum Guy nods it back into the Carlisle half. Here's McAteer. Tries to steer it forward. Deflects off of Guy. Back into Gunter. Forward by him. Chested down by Davison into Al-Hamadi. Tries to go on the outside of Mellish. Still Al-Hamadi. Ball again pulled back behind any of his colleagues. Here's Brown with a chance to let the shot go. Oh, and in the end he let the shot go. And sliding in and steering the ball off target was Josh Davison. Thought for a moment that could be an opportunity for the Dons. I think it's going to be a goal kick to Carlisle. Davison managing to stay on side as he closed in to help the ball on from that shot from Brown. But is this going to be the final moment? We're pretty much at the end of the 3 minutes here this afternoon of added on time, and sure enough it's another goalless draw for the Dons. It's another very useful point indeed. Carlisle certainly living up to the billing of robust and dogged opposition with plenty of quality about them. Ultimately though, neither they or the Dons could make that tell this afternoon in being able to trouble the scorers. Wimbledon 0, Carlisle 0 then the upshot here this afternoon from the Cherry Red Records Stadium. And next up for the Dons, no relenting in terms of the league position of the opposition that they face. Northampton Town, the destination this Tuesday, before the Dons take on one of the strugglers down towards the foot of Sky Bet League 2. Hartlepool United will be paying us a visit next Saturday, the 18th of February. But 0-0 then, the upshot to this afternoon. Wimbledon 0, Carlisle 0. There's 1,024 Carlisle fans. Fair play to them here in numbers, and very noisy they were too, taking a salute from their side. Dons fans also